Hyungishan Doshian.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go in the top left-hand corner of Tal'Daram Altar. We have our yellow Zerg player. That is imbaFXO.Lowely. And his opponent down to the bottom right-hand corner, our blue Terran player, knocking out Braddock after his 3-game run. That is eSahara.Satiini.
Yep, it is indeed. And eSahara, it's really tough for their players because they can't fit their team name and their ID into BattleNet. Rough times for those
we've
guys.
even, like, in our little overlay, we've had to go ahead and shorten them slightly.
Things. I'm sorry. You know, it's just so long. Some people.
That is true.
At least it's not like eSahara Ghost King Prime .we or something like that. I mean, that's maybe a little bit longer still.
Although, you know, we were talking about Baby Knight before,
yeah.
The newest member of eSahara, and his prior team, he was actually theoretically Natus Vincier Baby Knight, which when you think about how long that name is, his Battle.net tag was just Navi Baby K.
Why not?
I like it. I like it.
Right.
He's good. All right. And Lowely, see what he's gearing up for here in just a bit. If he's going to try and stay safe or just take that very, very fast expansion. Looks like expansion is going to be the order of the day.
Looks like it is indeed.
14 hatch.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Zergs doing anything other than fast expanding. Interesting that he went 14 hatch, though. That's a really early hatch first, actually. That's a bit surprising. But it's not going to ultimately matter too much. Just a little bit less economical. Or a little bit more economical, really. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll see if it looks like he's saving up for at least a 15 pool here. Looks like that's going to be the case because he is saving up a bunch of larvae now. So 14 hatch, 15 pool. Back on our Terran side of things, though, he is mining gas at quite a clip. We're going to see if he goes into a little bit more predictable reactored Hellion build, something that we've seen. Although he's not walling at all, he had the first supply depot built down up in the front. Looks like that's where all of his supply depots are going to go. He's just going to try and build this in with a supply depot wall as quick as is humanly possible.
Yep, and that basically is by the time the sort of early mid-game pushes from Zerg come, you've built enough supply depots to kind of wall things off. So yeah, sometimes you do see Terrans kind of not worry about the initial wall off and just go for something at that choke at the natural instead.
You know, I love the placement of the spawning pool as well. Now, there's a couple of different things. A lot of people are trying to move spawning pools away from the back so they don't get picked off by drops as easily, as that's been a high priority target for a lot of Terran players lately. But on the flip side of things, the spawning pool here closes off this back attack path, and any Hellions that make their way out are going to have a lot harder time getting through.
Yeah, speaking of Hellions, it looks like it will be reactored Hellions for Satini. Not too surprising. Again, you know, I mean, we've talked about it many times before. This is the standard in TVZ right now. If someone doesn't reactor Hellion expand, it's a little bit odd these days.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to stay like that for quite a while. I mean, we'll have to see what Heart of the Swarm does. But this seems to be the best one. Oh, that's a pretty quick Roach Warren for Lowely. Interesting. So he's either going to kind of make a couple stay defensive against the Hellions. Some Zerg players do like to do sort of an early big Roach push with like 8 Roaches or so, just because that does do a good job of taking advantage of the fact that your opponent in a lot of cases is only going to have like maybe 4 Hellions and like 2 or 3 Marines.
For sure. And it looks like this SCV is going to get home close enough to see a supply depot in the distance and not make it back. And wow, really not a lot of Marines out or anything. Lowely's actually going to get in here with a few Lings.
Only 1 Marine, wow.
Yeah, those Hellions are popping up now, but they're going to be quite a bit later. There they are.
Yep, and so with those Hellions out, he should be just fine. He's just going to do a little bit more scouting, maybe try to target down an SCV, and he gets 1. Oh, 2.
Yeah, so he ended up getting 2 there. 1 was actually very, very hurt from the 4. Finished it off.
Worked out okay.
Picked off another one, yeah.
Yep, 6 Roaches on the way right now for Lowely.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of right in the middle. I wonder if he is going to try to... Oh, 7 Roaches.
Oh, boy.
He may be thinking of getting a little bit aggressive with this. 8 Roaches. Yeah, you don't need that many for defense.
All right. Let's see. We do have that expansion coming up now for Satiini. 4 more Roaches on the way. And looks like he is a bit supply blocked, but the larvae should pop out just at the same time. Yeah, that Overlord is going to get ready, so should be able to flood in Lings behind this.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming with those Roaches. The Hellions do see it, though, but what does he have to defend? Bunker finished already back at Satini's base, just finishing right now. So we'll have to see if he's okay. What is he going to put in the bunker, though? He's making 2 Marines at once. He only has 1 out at the moment. It's going to be cutting it really, really close, but with some good repair, I think Satini is going to be able to hold this off.
Yeah, especially
see.
as Lowely's actually now starting to drone up behind this.
Yep, just putting a little bit of pressure on. Might be able to kill off a supply depot or two.
Oh, yeah. A good little win for him, especially if he can grab himself a couple of ring kills. One already goes down. He just needs a cycle to hurt roaches to the back there, and he's going to be just fine. He's already caused so much lost mining time just in killed SCVs, although we do have a few Hellions running in now as Satini's trying to do some damage of his own. 6 workers have been killed for Lowely, only 2 for Satini thus far.
Yep, a couple roaches there to try to defend. Oh, man, a lot of blah, blah, blah. So much death, I can't even talk straight. A lot of drones getting killed here.
Yeah.
By Satini.
Yeah, but a fair bit of damage being done by Lowely as well. Is he just going to try and sneak on by? He is.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really the best decision. I don't know what these roaches really plan on accomplishing being in here other than just being a little bit annoying.
Right.
Maybe causing our turn to lose some mining time. And,
he gets a tank.
But, yeah. I mean,
another SCV. So what a weird back and forth. And actually, this has ended up working out really well for Lowely. He's now up 51 supply to 27.
Yep. Oh, he's going to focus on a couple more SCVs, possibly gets another one. Sees the entire base, but look at how far ahead the supply are Zerg players right now. Wow.
Yeah, that's actually a little bit ridiculous. Another ring going to go down. These roaches are continuing to get kills.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, he killed so many SCVs with those roaches up at the front. I mean, Satini had to bring those SCVs in front to heal the supply depot, to repair that.
Yeah. And 40 workers now to just 17. Of course, I can already read chat right now. But mules! Sorry, guys, that's still a huge economic deficit. And we do have a 3rd command center up now for 3rd orbital command up now for Satini, so he is going to be able to drop down.
Back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. And so he should be able to kind of re-macro a little bit. He's going to be behind. Looks like Satina trying to play things safe, getting that macro hatch before his 3rd. Has he even broken down the rocks yet at the 3rd? I don't know if he has.
Let's see here.
Or I'm sorry, I meant Lowely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Got
no,
it.
he hasn't quite yet.
Nope,
right.
Not yet. He is building 2 hatches. Oh, there's where his 3rd's going. Okay. There we go. All right. So may decide to go to a 4th as well. Although I've got to say, Satini has already pulled back to within 8 supply of his opponent. With 28 workers and 3 mules, his income is going to be close to his opponent. And oh boy, there come the cries in chat again.
Mules.
Please do not flip too many tables. We've
good.
We just paid off those tables. So
yeah, there's the lair starting now for Lowely.
Yep.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a Spire pretty soon. It looks like he's going to move into a pretty normal mutiling mid-game. Should go for the infestation pit, I suppose, too, but I'm feeling Spire, man.
I like it. Bold predictions from Doa.
May not be the best ideas.
That's okay. If I'm giving StarCraft predictions, it's one thing. You don't want me to give life predictions, though. I'm no good at that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Lowely is just about to finish up Lair Tech now, about 25 seconds away, something like that. 1-1 is well on the way as well. Taking a look back at Satini's side of things, he has not lifted over that orbital command quite yet. Just keeping that as a essentially a macro orbital command for a little while.
Yeah, looks like a little push coming across the map now from Satini. It's about that time. He's got a few less units than he normally would because of that early roach aggression, but still could potentially do some damage. I don't know, a little bit of a risky push in this particular game, but we'll see how far he wants to take it.
I agree, because Lowely has been able to spread creep at will as well, because, I mean, Satini, when he was down to 27 supply, just really had no ability to establish his will on the map.
Oh, he does see the tank siege up, decides to pull back there.
Yeah, look at that, though. Believe it or not, just the threat of these links is doing a lot of things. That is a lot of SCVs to pull off the line, 8 of them, as a matter of fact. You can just feel the resources flying out of Satini's hands, and he has this orbital command just kind of sitting in limbo at the moment. Oh, if he's able to break this force from both sides, that would be great for him.
Yeah, nice flank with those Zerglings. He's going to clean this up, no problem at all. Meanwhile, back to his base, he is deciding to get the infestation pit instead. Thusly proving that my feelings can never be trusted.
Infestation pit going to finish up now. He is well along his melee upgrades, though, so he could definitely go Spire and Hive at the same time here in just a bit because he has so much gas saved up. Oh, well, actually, he's just going to pop infestors now. That is a ton of gas saved up. I really didn't take stock of how much was sitting there.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to the style we see Stefano do a lot. You know, really focusing on the ground upgrades a lot, going for infestors. And, you know, that, of course, on this map especially, a lot of Zerg players like to end the game with Ling Infestor Ultra, is what we see players, especially like Damaga, for instance, do. on a map like this.
And this is kind of clever, though. We see Burrow coming out because the infestors, the 4 Brofester hit squads and things like that, they can make their way out. Very, very powerful, but there's a missile turret up in front to help prevent any of that damage.
Yep, that's right. And you could also use that burrow easily enough if you decide to get a Baneling nest, too. Kind of hide some burrowed Banelings here and there on the map.
And there we go. 7 infestors coming up, and that's what I was looking for. That basically uses all of the available resources, as they are such a gas sink. Here comes a big drop, though, out of Satini.
Yep. And it'd be good for him to do some damage with this. He is a little bit behind. If he gets lucky, kills off a key structure, possibly. He could be in a much better position right now. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah, pretty quick hive for Lowely as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's going to want to move into that 3-3 and probably get that Ultralisk Cavern up and running, too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. No hint of a Spire yet. We'll probably see some later on down the line. If he does go to such quick hive tech like this, though, I'd love to see Adrenoglands going up really fast as well.
Well, yeah, if you're going to go Greater Spire pretty quick, you'd probably want the Spire by now.
Oh, no,
so
it'll be later on in the game, but I was hoping right now that we're going to see very, very fast Adrenoglands.
Oh,
so.
yeah. If he does follow through with that Stefano style of ZVT, then Adrenoglands would definitely be on the menu.
And looks like a Zergling going to bring trading each other's lives, and these Zerglings
Don't
want to
do it,
sacrifice
Zerglings.
themselves
Your
as
lives
well.
worth more than this. Okay, never mind. That's enough.
He's got more running in from the back. Wish they would have run in at the same time. Well, at least the first group of Zerglings is. They wonder why their lives were forfeit.
Yeah, that happens.
Here comes the march of the Penguins. Infestors rolling their way
Those are
down.
the ugliest penguins I've ever seen, man.
There's some pretty ugly penguins, man. I got to admit.
There are. You know, penguins aren't exactly that cute. Oh, nice fungal
Yeah,
on
definitely.
the medevacs. Yeah, he's going to have to unload that. He knows those medevacs are essentially forfeit.
Toast.
Oh, Zergling
This
attack
guy's
at
toast.
third, too.
Yeah, so cleaning up quite a few units here, and it looks like now that these Zerglings are on hold position, actually forcing the tanks to splash more of the SCVs than anything else.
Yeah, try and do a splash his own units there, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, certainly. 40 supply advantage now for Lowely. He is expanding over here on the right-hand side of the map. Kind of an interesting location.
Yeah, the middle left, too. I like that. I mean, if you're in this position where
Oh, wow,
you're on
didn't
a
even see
big
that.
map, it's good to expand in kind of wildly different places just because it's going to be harder for your opponent to deal with both of those. So there's a pretty good chance, you know, if you cancel one, the other one's going to get up. So you're still a base ahead at that point.
Definitely. That's a very, very good point. Yeah, I hadn't seen that there at all. We do have the Ghost Academy dropping down now for Satini, so
Okay.
be able to put out a few of those in a second. Of course, their EMP going to be great against this Brofester hit squad. Oh, this could actually end in disaster. A good thing that one of the infestors were running a little bit ahead, though, because that could have been terrible for Lowly.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to lose those infestors. Oh, there's your favorite upgrade.
Yay!
Hooray!
Adrenoglands are coming up.
Making the Zerglings attack 20% faster.
Huzzah! Ooh, Satini picks up on this next base that's coming up, and Lowly may have to cancel that.
Yeah, I probably will have to cancel it, but the other one that has not been found will get up, and the Ultralisk Cavern is also on the way now for Lowly. Oh, interesting move there with the infested Terrans.
Yeah, certainly. This base is getting killed for Lowly over at the top right, but we're going to go ahead and watch. There's actually multiple drops going down at the same time. We're going to wait to see how this one does, and then we'll check up on the other ones.
Oh, is he going to get the command center?
It's
Oh,
so
that
close.
was close.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't
And
get it.
Satini killing 2 bases at once.
Yeah, this is looking okay for Satini. He's able to handle those expansions fairly well. He killed the one upper right. Now he's going to kill the one in the center left. I don't think the Zerglings are going to get there in time. No, not quite there in time.
There it is. And picks up, gets
Wow.
away with an area unit lost.
Yep, doesn't lose a single one. Very nicely done by
Yep.
Satini. And that's really what he needed to kind of get him back in this game at this point. I mean, the Zerg player is going to have great upgrades, but, you know, he's essentially keeping him on 3 bases right now, which is huge.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We are going to have that Ultralisk Cavern finished up, and no Ultralisk are on the way yet, despite the fact that Lowly actually has a ton of resources banked at the moment.
Yeah, that's what you need if you want to make a lot of Ultras at once. Look, he's got some supply reserved as well for those Ultras. So
Yeah.
we're going to see a couple here.
Yeah,
near
let's see. There's
future.
plenty of larvae out as well. Wonder why he's waiting. What is he dealing with at the moment? Looks like he knows that there's a drop up here. Oh, it's just a 7-hit like medevac, and there it goes.
Oh, run infestor, don't do it. All right, he's okay.
That's true.
Cloak being researched for the ghosts as well, so that'll do
Yes.
pretty well against these Ultras. Yeah, 5 Ultras right now
That's what I was looking for.
Lowly.
There we go. And a Baneling Nest actually coming up after this as well. Chitinous plating is being researched, so we are going to have nice 5 armor ultras.
Yep. Yep, so the Marines won't do a whole lot of damage to them, but the snipe is really what he's going to need to worry about.
Yeah.
How many ghosts are out right now? He's making 3 at a
Take a
time.
look.
He's got 4 out
4.
right now.
Yeah.
And he's going to have Cloak as well. So those Ultras might be in a bit of trouble with this. I mean, the composition of Marine, Marauder, and Ghost, and a couple tanks thrown in is pretty good.
Yes, it is. Very, very nice anti-Ultralist defense. Here come the Lings! Back off at just the last minute. We'll see where this attack is going to come. Wow, those Lings really have to watch out a bunch. Just splash damage right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Supply lead is shrinking pretty rapidly for our Zerg player right now, too.
Yes. As, but what Lowely does have going for him at the moment, of course, is that he does have so many resources banked. Looks like he is going to surround this left group of units as some pre-tumors get punished in the middle of the map.
Oh, nice fungal on that medevac as well. Is he going to get it?
Yes.
Close. He does have to use the second fungal, but the medevac does go down.
All right. Looks like
nuke on the way.
Uh-oh. And 2 more Ghost Academies.
Oh, I like it. This is going to be interesting.
All right. We may have a very nice long game on our hands.
Well, we'll see. He's also getting +3 infantry weapons. So those Marines and Marauders are going to be pretty deadly. I mean, the Marauders, especially Marauders and Ghosts against Ultras, that's not looking too good for Lowely.
And let's take a look here as Lowely's mining off of that base once again. Really has to watch out with those units. Those Zerglings just daredevils at the moment. And Lowely, wow, actually I thought that was a bunch of drones mining on the left-hand side. No, it's just a bunch of Zerglings and an Infestor waiting for drops.
Yep, that does happen. Yeah, 2 more nukes being researched. So it looks like Satini does try to want to use this to sort of push his opponent back, see what he can do. Nuke expansions, it's always kind of nice. Oh, nice, getting the tanks to fire on each other.
Yeah, very nice use of energy. 2 tanks go down right away.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
Always fun to do that, keeping that Infestor just outside of range as well from those missile turrets.
Okay, let's see where these Ghosts are going to pop up at. As there's a cloaked Ghost heading over to the left-hand side. Make its way over to that base. Of course, it's not mining, but still could be very, very deadly. Now, let's see, do we have any more nukes going down? Yeah, we have Cloak Ghosts going everywhere, actually.
Yeah, probably going to try to nuke those expansions.
Yep, certainly.
Wouldn't be surprised.
This one running up. Ooh, this one's running up here to the 12 o'clock expansion. And looks like a few Infestors there. And they're going to pop out some Infestors here to clean up a good portion of these. There's a nuke.
There's first nuke and a second nuke.
All right, we're going to have to watch both of these at once. Is this one noticed yet? It's not.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, Lowely, I think you might be in trouble.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
That's bad.
How'd the other one do?
Kaboosh. It's down 2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Many drones
51 kills right there with those 2 Ghosts.
Yes, that worked pretty well.
Oh,
wow.
God. And Lowely just immediately remaxes. 33 drones being produced at the same time.
A lot of banelings as well.
Just heard, I think, another nuke go off. I can't swear to it, actually.
Might have been canceled, too.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very possible. Regardless, oh, it looks like Lowely's going to try and push. He's got a lot of banelings, but they are all grouped up.
They're so clumped up, and there's so many siege tanks. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Looks like Lowely may just have enough, though.
Wow.
Oh, where are the Ghosts and the Snipe? They're all off dropping nukes, and they're needed back at the front.
Yes, they are.
Oh, such a waste of resources, though, for those banelings. That was not cost-efficient at all to take out the army like that.
It was not cost-efficient at all, but it may have been a situation where he didn't need to be as cost-efficient just due to the fact that his opponent was running so low on resources that he wasn't able to remax all that quickly.
7 more Ultralisks on the way, actually, too.
Oh, my God. Okay.
That's a lot of Ultras.
Yeah, that is an incredible amount of Ultras. Do we have any other Ghosts or anything like that running around?
They were just killing the Ultras back right where we were looking earlier.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just seeing if there was any other nukes or anything like that going down.
Not quite yet. There are a few available. 2 nukes available right now. I don't know about that decision to send in the Ultras. There's not a whole lot there that they can do other than make that weird hugging motion. All the Infestors wanting to get in on the action as well. The dying action. It's like the Zerg Suicide Club there or something.
Well, that's no good. And looks like this nuke is about to hit, and boom, Mantry down to just 200 points of health. Another one landed on the left-hand side. Yet more workers killed. This expansion is down to just 39 HP, but here we go. A big counterattack with Zerglings on the right-hand side.
And they can just barely squeeze past those supply depots, it looks like. That's going to be something that Satini's going to need to respond to. He is falling farther and farther behind right now. Despite those nukes, things still going pretty well for Lowely.
Yeah, definitely, as that's actually a huge hit to Satini's economy. Is he even mining off of this base here? Okay, yeah, at least he is there, but that looks like it took quite a bit of damage earlier with a couple of Ultras. And let's see, looks like we'll have another nuke. No, actually, the
Ghost
you
could just kill that hatchery with the Ghost, yeah.
Okay.
Zerglings joining the Suicide Club as well. Nope, they decided not to.
Probably for the best.
Yep. Ultraless
winning
time.
the Ultras.
Yep.
Hug your opponents to death, Ultras.
That beautiful pattern.
God, so bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and gander around at these expansions. Oh, perfect time for one more nuke. Do it. You know you want to. Oh, actually, he's just sniping larvae. That's what he's doing. That's all he's in range of.
Oh, there's another nuke,
I did hear that.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. He's nuking his own planetary. He could hit those ultras. I don't think that Lowely expects this.
No, not at all.
I would. Oh!
Does he get away?
Oh,
wow.
Man. Damaging a lot of those ultras, but you know what? Those guys have a lot of hit points, man.
Ultras are very resilient. You are correct. No nuke going down there. It'll be the perfect opportunity for one. Yeah, these Ultras are all hurt at the moment.
Going to make it easier for the Marauders to take them out. They are 3-3 Marauders.
Yes, they are. So that nuke actually ended up doing, it wasn't, a lot of units went boom, but it ended up being a very, very, very cost-effective nuke.
Absolutely. These guys just taking huge chunks. Oh, the Infestors have joined the Terran army, apparently. They're helping out. Yeah, the supply pretty even. Both these guys just taking huge chunks out. I don't know what these Zerglings keep doing. That's like the spot.
Which
Zergs
one of these is
die.
rallied over there? Oh, more workers just biting the dust. 140 workers have been killed in this game so far.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Knew you were waiting for it.
That's right.
Okay, so let's see here. 85 supply to 78 at the moment. Satini, that's the first mining he's done in a long time. He needs to eventually land this orbital command again.
What's the income right now for these two players? It can't be looking too good. Dude,
not
not too
lot.
much. Terran only has 15 SCVs, but the mules are helping him kind of keep up. It's got to be getting a little bit low on minerals right now, though.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, out of minerals, more or less.
Yeah, although these guys have actually done such a good job of killing each other's bases that there's still plenty of available resources on the map in general.
Yeah.
So this game could go for another 4 hours.
It's completely
Just
true,
wait
I guess.
for it.
Yeah, well, that command center is not going to be able to land there. That's just not going to happen.
Scouting command center, standard.
Yep.
Standard 31-minute scouting command center.
Sure thing. Well, Lowely is deciding to stick with Ultras here, which may be it's tough to go into Broodlord from here. I mean, it'd be a big tech switch, but I just feel like Satini is so well ready to receive these Ultras between the Marauders, between the Ghosts, with Snipe. I think he's in fine shape to go up against Ultras at this point in the game.
Indoa, I'm having flashbacks of Kencorp versus Hunger.
Well, why?
This game is starting to remind me much of Kencorp versus Hunger. If you guys don't know, we casted this land in St. Louis together last February, almost a year ago now, and we had potentially the best of 3 ever played between 2 Diamond players.
I don't know. I don't think anything can ever compare. It was a magical time.
It was a special moment.
Well,
all right.
Satini's getting pretty low on resources right now. He's dropped some mules at that base, so he's going to try to do a bit of mining. Yeah, he's scanning again. He's like, well, you're not really mining very much either. So both players kind of stuck at this weird point where they're both kind of floating around 100 supply and not really able to do anything.
Right.
Huh.
Looks like we have a few Ultras shifting up now to go ahead and protect this base. At the top left-hand corner. And looks like it will actually go down. Uh-oh. Zergling drop.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, this is one thing that the Zerg player can do to try to get a drop on his opponent. No pun intended.
Oh, God. That was cool. Should totally take blame for it. Let's see here. Somewhere there's a Marine. Okay, looks like he was just hiding in between
all the Marines are coming out
structures there. Yeah, just pouring out of the barracks, all 2 of them at a time.
Only poked the Marine beehive, and they all came out to defend it, I guess.
Get away from me. All right, so Satini is actually mining at a pretty good clip now. So is Lowely, admittedly, but now we have a little drop going on here. That's going to get keyed up.
Yep. The mining that Satini has been able to do has really started to let him get a supply advantage.
Oh! He gets a hatchery kill nonetheless.
He does, yep. And that is really, really bad for a Zerg player. I mean, if we look now, there is only 1 mining base for Lowely at this point. He's kind of grasping at straws.
Yes, he is. We may see some infested Terrans drop down here in a second.
Oh, there's a planetary there, though, so they might be able to... might be safe to see.
Right, like I said, the supply advantage for our Terran player. We actually have 17 more drones coming up in the moment. So not a lot of attack units out there relying on those 10 infestors. So what we're doing. And there we go.
Oh, I like this kind of doing it more or less outside the range of the planetary. A couple of them still are, but he's going to be able to do some damage to this orbital command. He might even be able to take it out. We'll see.
Yeah, actually, the DPS on those infested Terrans is very, very good. It looks like that's going to go down. No reaction by Satini.
Goodbye, command center. He just lets it die. He's like, oh, I've got a planetary. It's a little bit longer, but those SCVs can work for it, I guess.
Good enough. They actually did kill a few workers as well. We're now up to 155 workers killed in this game, and we're crossing the 35-minute mark.
Nice. Now the supply count is basically even again, and missile attacks being upgraded by Lowely. We might have a roach switch coming in, which would be okay, I guess. I don't know. There's so many marauders.
Yeah, maybe
questionable decision.
Yeah, used for infested Terrans as well.
No, I don't think missile attacks affect infested Terrans.
They do, as a matter of fact.
Do they?
Yeah,
actually?
yeah. We actually had a situation where one of our Team Arena games, a member of, I forgot what team it was. Anyway, he did a specific ZVZ +2 infested Terran attack. That was actually the point of his attack. It was awesome.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh. All right.
Okay, so no! A few ghosts getting
that is
trapped.
actually a huge investment being lost. If he loses those ghosts, and looks like he'll lose. Yeah, lost a couple of them though, but that's expensive to lose at this point in the game.
Yes, it is. The Satini long-range mining, while changelings, the foremans of the event, are watching around.
More nukes being researched, and both these players are actually kind of starting to mine again.
Yes, they are.
Oh, all right. And again, looks like Lowely is pulling ahead in supply.
Yes, he is. He's actually almost max, despite the fact that it just took forever to get there after all that's happened.
Yep.
Looks like this orbital command may go down, but biggest loss in the world. Looks like it actually lifts off.
Don't do it, Zerglings.
Zerglings
lose quite a few.
Yeah, going back to the suicide chain.
Yep. Goodbye. A lot of those getting taken out. It was such an interesting situation we had here where both players were so low on army that neither one could really finish each other off. So we've got the situation where they're both kind of rebuilding a little bit. The Zerg, of course, is doing a little bit better than the Terran at this point. Yeah, these Ling attacks have just been really a pain in Satini's side here for the last half of this game.
Especially because he's just not producing anything right now, and these supply depots are actually really critical to go after. I really liked how he took the ones out at the front. And more infested Terrans going down. Might as well. Got the energy.
Yep. Chilling.
Yeah, certainly. All right, see if he burrows those Zerglings. Very nice job. Actually,
what are those Zerglings doing?
A couple of them are not.
Freaking out.
There we go. And that's actually going to force a scan out.
Yeah.
He waited for that last one. Uh-oh. I think it's nuke time.
I think it is again. And if there's any indication, Lowely is not very good at scanning nukes. There it is. Is he going to react in time?
I don't know. We'll find out. He has not seen the bright red dot yet, despite the fact that there is an overseer flying over it.
Okay, now he does know. So yeah, just a little bit of damage here is going to kill the eggs as well.
Yep. Bye-bye, Zerglings.
Yep.
That were coming out.
The eggs lives.
Nice. Resilient egg. All right. We're now about to cross the 40-minute mark. Looks like this base is going to come under fire, though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it seems like Lowely is just kind of continuously getting a little bit more ahead, not getting nuked is certainly helping with that as well.
Yes. Yeah. Like the death nuke that just hits this entire force would basically be what
that's a lot of close ghosts, though.
Yeah, it is.
He could get a lot of snipes done here. Oh, nice. Fungal's revealing some of those ghosts, but he does snipe the rest of the infestors. There's a couple left in the back. Oh, but there's the big Terran army. Does Lowely have enough huge Baneling hits going on?
And
I don't know. I don't know, man. That Terran army is pretty beefy right now.
Yes, it is. And actually, if we take worker count out of the equation, it's pretty close in army right now. With the 36 Zerglings that come up, that situation will certainly change. But Satini was able to take out that first line of attacks. It's just what follow-up does he have now, as he is essentially doing no mining at all.
Yeah, well, Satini basically needs to make this push work. I mean, this is all he's got. He's going for the only mining base, really, that Lowely has. His third is pretty much mined out. Another Zergling run by, trying to take out some of the production buildings. Oh, all the drones getting taken down. Well, about half of them anyway.
That was a lot. 189 workers killed.
Wow. Not a good day to be a worker for these guys.
No, not at all. But yeah, I mean, everything's going down for Satini. He's lifting off now. Whenever he's supposed to lift off, it is a bad, bad situation to be in.
Yep, we are getting down to the wire here. Neither player really producing much of anything right now.
That infested Terran just slowly working his way up. And, okay, so Satini actually pulling back at the moment. It's now 37 workers to 5.
Wow.
And how many orbital commands are actually... Is this... Okay, there are 2 command centers in total. One is an orbital command. And looks like our Infestors could actually intercept that, drop down some Infested Terrans right there, and get maximum damage as they walk across.
You know, despite the efforts of Satini, I just don't think he's going to have what it takes to win this game.
No.
It may sound a little bit silly to say right now, but, you know, for a little while there, I thought he might have a little bit of a glimmer of hope, but
yeah,
Lowely was just so far ahead.
At like the 28, 29 minute mark, something like that, he actually had
sandwich time.
Yeah, it is sandwich time. And there go down all the tanks.
They're a little bit slow though. They get to the party a little bit late.
But I was going to say there was a period of time at about the 29, 30 minute mark, something like that, where Lowely, after the big kill each other off, mass nukes and stuff like that, was actually up by about 20 supply with better economy than his opponents, and I thought things were going to get grim for Lowely, but Satini could just never really kill his opponents.
Wow, this is just like the dirtiest slap fight, you know, trading punches.
Yeah.
Match I have ever seen. It's insane. I mean, we're down to like 22 supply. Zerg is still able to kind of get a little bit more here and there, but making 5 ultras at once is not so bad.
Right. Yeah, 103 supply now to 21. And we do have another hatchery over at the 12 o'clock, so that's going to be some good mining done there from Satini. Satini actually only has 1 Marauder and 3 Marines. If he pops up, he could have actually popped up and expended 1 fungal growth, but just wants the Infested Terrans.
That's pretty much over right now.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
The writing is on the wall.
Yep, so Satini will go down, it looks like, and that'll put imbaFXO just 1 win away from possibly moving on in this match.
That Planetary Fortress doesn't want to give up, man. He will know
not.
when he sees a billion ultras.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the map right now, the section of it that is still blue is extremely, extremely small.
Let's look at Lowely's vision. I basically am only not seeing this part.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, he's pretty much got vision of the whole map right now. Another hatchery being built. And, you know, if you look at the income right now, obviously the Zerg is doing just fine.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd expect to be a little bit higher for 44 minutes into the game, but with the way this game is going, 44 minutes is not too bad. You know, we'll take that.
No, certainly,
yeah,
certainly.
It's okay.
Yeah. We're just waiting for Lowely to get up the courage for one more big push here.
Satini's making engineering bays like I need to see these burrowed infestors. But it's like, man, that's the least of your worries right now.
It really, really is. I just burn a scan on it at that point, seriously.
Yeah, but he needs some resources.
And those medevacs have a purpose now. Units running away, kiting being done, Satini with great control, and he takes out the Infested Terrans.
And the Changelings hanging out there.
All die, which is awesome. Okay.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, I don't know what to say. There's not a whole lot else going on in this game. We're kind of just waiting for Lowely to make that last big push, end the game.
I think that's it.
That's going to do it.
I think that's the key. We are going to follow. We're going to put it on Control-Shift-F and follow the Banelings.
Take your hands off the keyboard.
I am.
Relax.
I'm actually sitting back, though I am observing. We are going to watch the magnificent roll of Banelings run their way in.
Not right-clicking on the planetary, but that's okay. The game is basically over at this point. GG.
GG!